Hey, what's up guys? Ryan here again, and welcome back to another quick tip. Today we're talking about the difference mode and a couple of different ways you can use that inside of After Effects and also Premiere. So let's just go ahead and jump right into After Effects, and I'll show you a couple of examples of how I like to use difference mode. All right, so here, this was just a fun project I did for a nonprofit where they're trying to make an old school rap video. And basically we ended with this last final shot here, freeze frame. And one of the things that might make this difficult is this is the original shot, and we need to figure out where this syncs back up with the original footage. So instead of setting this to maybe, half opacity and kind of seeing where these sort of line up, let me turn the layer on here, instead of kind of scrubbing through and, maybe figuring out where this works, it's a little bit easier if I just keep this at 100%. And let's just go ahead and set this to difference mode. And basically what we're seeing is the differences between the two shots. And we know that these shots are going to be synced back into place as soon as everything goes black. So let's go ahead and scrub until these sort of match. All right, so that's getting pretty close there. I'm just dragging this around, and as soon as this hits black, then I know that this is where my new shot takes place. So, if this was my timeline, then I know that these shots are synced back up. And if I was to play this through, I'm not going to have any jump cuts. I'm going to get my original timing back. Cool. And so this was inside of After Effects. And let's jump into Premiere, where I actually edited this little fake music video. I would actually bring the After Effects render back into Premiere and sync this kind of up with the end. And we'll just do the same process. Instead of messing with the opacity, I'll just take our clip here, which is our final render from After Effects. And if anyone likes this, or you want to see how this effect is done, or even give you the project file, just drop a comment. Let me know if that's something you guys would like to see or something you want. But otherwise, I'm just going to go ahead and double click it to open it here. And in the opacity, I'm going to switch this over to difference mode. And now we're back into our program window where our timeline would be. And instead of trying to figure this out, I'm going to go ahead and just hold Alt and use the arrow keys to sync these up till it goes black. Cool. So I know that this is our new shot. Set it back to normal mode. And if I play this, let me mute the audio here. I know that these shots will be synced up. Cool. So, that's just a quick way to use difference mode to sync up footage. And let's jump back into After Effects. And this also goes for images. So here I have two map images. And one is a reference of where these points are on Google Maps. And, I made a reference map and a clean map where I'm going to do my graphics on it later. And so here I know I need to have these 2 points matched up with my clean plate. So I'll kind of just do the same thing. I'll just set this to difference mode. And I offset the scale just so you can see, sort of how this would work. But, ideally you would keep everything the same, make your clean plate and your reference plate the same size. But so right now these are different scales. I'll go ahead and make this the same scale. And I'm kind of just matching these up. I'm just going to use the arrows to kind of toggle it. And we're just going to get this till the majority of it goes black. All right, cool. So that looks good right there. And now I'm going to go ahead and turn my difference mat off. And I know now that when I add the markers for these 2 locations, it'll match up in the right location for my clean plate. All right, cool. And that's today's quick tip. I got some more tutorials coming out. I'm going to try to get another tutorial out to you on Friday. So yeah, tune in if you want to see that. If you have any questions, leave a comment. And yeah, I hope that helps. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Cool. So it's really slowing down towards the end there, which is nice. Kind of eases into it a little bit more. All right, cool. So we're almost there. We're doing good.